Welcome back, dweebs, to the Weekly Dweeb. This is topic 3 this week. With me, as always, is my good friend Kev. Kev, we got Halo news today. Halo news. Reported over the weekend that Halo Studios is working on a separate multiplayer Halo game. Leaker says it's a long service project like Fortnite. We do have the Halo World Championship coming out this week on 24th, where it sounds like they are releasing details of a new Halo game or what's coming for the future of the series. We've done a topic on this. If you want to know more about that, go check it out. But this leaker said there's a separate multiplayer Halo game described as a long-term service game like Fortnite, which everybody wants right now. They want continuous revenue stream, right? According to the leaker, Halo Studios is not only working on a rumored Halo Combat Evolved remake, which is pretty much just all but confirmed at this point outside of an announcement, in the next Halo mainline game, but also a new standalone multiplayer-focused Halo title that's being designed as continuously updated live service game. In quotations, my source told me it's a live service, long-term updating Halo multiplayer game is in the works. Its live service component is like Fortnite. No mentions of it being Battle Royale or other specifics, end quotes. So, Kev, I'd like to discuss this with you because you have played a lot of Fortnite and or any other free-to-play shooter games over the years. Not really my forte. I'm a Halo guy. I dabbled in Fortnite a little bit, but I can't build. I'm too stupid. I can't multitask like that. So I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Seems we possibly have 3 games in the works right now which is something. That's something that makes me wonder if the next full Halo game will not have an online component and it'll instead be replaced here. I can't imagine they would, but it's a legit question now. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that does throw a wrinkle in it. Like on its own, the announcement of a Halo live service game, like, okay, that makes sense. That could be cool. I mean, there are other versions, Fortnite. I bet, James, what this insider meant when they said it's going to have live service component like Fortnite, they probably meant seasons, which damn near every game has figured out. Like a battle pass, is probably more
battle pass with seasons, events, etc.
Exactly, where they can do stuff like that. You can have unlockables. We'll get you in for free. We'll get you in for cheap, and you'll pay us a monthly fee because that's what everybody wants is subscriptions, long-term money coming in.
They want the money in their ecosystem.
Because I don't think there's much of a need for battle royale stuff. Like there are other games like Apex Legends. I think the player base is way down. There are things like, Overwatch kind of killed half their own player base when they made you pay for a new game for Overwatch 2 after years of investing in the live service. So Overwatch 2, I don't think ever recovered. And then they got chased away by Marvel Rivals, who I think is currently maybe outside of winning that battle of who's getting the most of people's money through the live service. Like they have all these different comic book and newly created video game specific costumes, and they do MCU movie crossover costumes, and it's real money. Like I play that game casually with some friends, and to buy a Magneto skin is like $16 real. That's like this shit is not cheap, and they are probably making money hand over fist. So
everybody wants one.
Exactly. Like I can see why they want one. But what I would envision as one of the best versions of a live service Halo game would just be what you just alluded to. Like it would just be their old multiplayer, like, team deathmatch. I don't remember all the modes because honestly, really all I ever did was free for all or a team deathmatch type game. Maybe with shoddy snipes or something like that. But it was
glory days.
It was always team deathmatch and free for all. So I can't remember if they had search and destroy or any of those other types of modes. But to me, it would be basically that, because I think battle royales are kind of tapped out. But maybe or the ones that are there are established. That bubble has burst, and I don't
Yeah.
think it's a good time to introduce competition on that front. It'd be better to do something else. And the hero shooter, I don't see Halo being a good IP for that.
No, you're talking like Overwatch, right?
Yeah, Overwatch,
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
Rivals. I think
Yeah.
I've never played Valorant. That's like the one that I've never played.
Okay.
But so I don't know if that counts. But you know, I think with Halo's or with Call of Duty's team deathmatch being behind a paywall, and same thing with Battlefield, I think Halo could really acquire a pretty good live service fan base just by doing their old multiplayer as a live service
Perfecting it and doing it.
and then just giving us a bunch of different variant skins. I mean, and this is where I can tag you back in, James, because another version of a live service game is Helldivers 2. And I know
Yes.
that a lot of people have spent money to buy the Halo War Bond. And so I think if they maybe did something like that, where it was co-op, where it was PvE, I think there's
Yeah.
probably enough Halo
Bring
fans to get into something like that, maybe.
Yeah. There would man, yeah, the battle royale element, no go, but man, you just got you got in my head thinking about like the Helldiver style if you got dropped into locations and you had to clear them out of Covenant or Flood or woof.
Right.
It would be almost an updating of, and I call it the Horde mode, but Horde mode is Gears of War, but that's where it was came from. Halo had their own for a very small time, where you just faced wave after wave of enemies coming in. Like you flip it on its head and you turn it into Helldivers, and it's just you have the drop pods, you have the ODST drop pods, like you turn it into that. Like there's some shit there.
Yeah, because
There
we
could be
do
some fun there.
there's some
You're
market
looking
for
for a
that. I
different
mean,
mode.
I think it seems like I don't know if I don't play much Call of Duty anymore, but I
I
imagine zombies
never
is
have.
still a thing. When Left 4 Dead had its revival and they tried to remake that game or a new version of that game, there were people that wanted to like it. It just kind of missed the mark. So I do think back when GTA first came out a lifetime ago, me and the boys, that's the only thing we would play online was the
Yeah.
wave mode. You know, what like horde mode is really the
Yeah.
best way. Gears of War ruined that for me too. It's all horde
It's
mode.
all Horde mode. They were the first ones to do it. That's what it is. I don't care what you call it.
So I do think that, yeah, there's some kind of combination of different multiplayer modes that you could piece together for a live service game. It just depends on what they do with it. Like there's plenty to go around with Halo as far as games I think people would at least be interested in testing out, but I am a little nervous about them talking about 3 at the same time, James.
Yeah, that considering they've had struggles making a single game correctly, like Infinite was a great step in the right direction, but yeah, I mean, the source says that 2 Halo games are planned for release next year. You have to assume one's the Halo Combat Evolved remake, and then I would think that it'd probably be the multiplayer game. They'd almost use it as a jumping point, right? Can't imagine you'd release the Halo remake, the Combat Evolved remake, and then release Halo, whatever it is, 7 or whatever the fuck we're at now. I just don't think that would happen. They need to get this right. I've talked at length how this franchise is fucking gone off its rockers. It's not the hammer it used to be.
I don't know that they're back on with this mentality.
That worries me.
James, am I wrong in thinking that it's just a bad idea to release 2 games from the same franchise in the same year?
Remember when the Star Wars movies released? They weren't in the same year, but they were 6 months apart.
Yeah.
The only reason they weren't in the same year is because one was December. How'd that fucking go?
We can go back even further. Remember the Matrix sequels?
Yeah.
The Summer of the Matrix, they did them both. Did not go well, especially considering the turn that those movies took.
If you're trying to get your franchise back on solid footing, I think less is more here. Because I think I think you piss a lot of people off if you release a Halo Combat Evolved remake. And granted, there was there it is, Kev. There's no multiplayer in that game, right? That game was an Xbox original. There was only split screen multiplayer, right? There was no Xbox Live, didn't exist back then, etc. Man, what if they double them up and then they use the one as the multiplayer release?
That
I guess if it's not
better,
if you have to buy it, like if the game is free but you have to pay for battle passes, etc., and they're not necessarily concurrent, but like they're two different style games. One's the multiplayer. Like I could get behind it as long as they feel the same, and they don't make the Halo Combat the remake and then have the online game feel like Halo Infinite's online.
Yeah, true. Like I think that's fair, and that's probably I like that idea more than having two completely separate and full games going out in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you market and sort of package them as, like you said, this is essentially the multiplayer to go. It's like the DLC over here. I think that is more palatable, like you said, as long as one of the games it doesn't feel like an afterthought when you play it.
Correct. Yeah.
As long as it feels like it's its own thing.
And
that's probably the best way to do it. And if you do it that way, then maybe you can do something where you have like I don't understand them both being next year, because to me the thought is like you would want if you're going to release two games, one of them should be around Christmas time or right around Thanksgiving, and gear up for those holiday sales. So for me, it would be like you would want to hit the holidays, and then
it's almost like you would want this
summer release.
You'd almost want the Halo remake to be dropped this year in November, but it hasn't even officially been announced yet. There's no way that's happening. But
and then you can give yourself
the multiplayer coming in summer 2026 or something like that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Now, to be fair, I'm not a gaming journalist, so I may be completely wrong on those dates. I'm not a consumer report running type guy, so I could be a little off.
We're firing from the hip over here.
The idea essentially being that how can I miss you if you won't go away? So either you release them together or there needs to be a little bit of space in between.
Mm-hmm. Correct. I would agree with that. If done correctly, I would really like it. I thoroughly, and there's a lot of Halo Online games I've liked. I'm very vocal about how I feel about the mainline series right now. And the Halo Combat Evolved remake's probably what I fucking need. I need the reset. But you also got to do it correctly too, And I don't trust them. Period. Especially like longtime Halo art director Glenn Israel left the studio after 2 decades. He did this just a couple weeks ago. His public comments hinted at internal issues, and he said he would. And this is an exact quote. He would share more in quotations when it's absolutely safe to do so.
Oh boy, geez,
that's a little worrisome. But we'll see here. So, cautiously intrigued, I guess. Not even cautiously optimistic, but cautiously intrigued. That's probably what I'm going with here.
Certainly curious. Yeah.
Curious is probably a better curious, which curiosity killed the cast. That's probably not great for us.
Yeah, I feel like a nosy neighbor peeking over the fence. Like,
what's going on
over there?
What are you doing, Chief? Huh?
It's probably a stupid idea, but I'll watch.
I'll watch it flame out.
And if it's great, I'll enjoy that too.
Yep. Yeah, and if it's great, I'm gonna act. I won't hide the fact that I was not here the whole time. But
either way, I win.
Enjoy it.
It's like, well, you can't upset me because I've literally no expectation of you.
Yep.
And if you happen to do something cool, that's great too.
Yep. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. So we are curiously peeking over the fence. Thank you guys for joining us. This is topic 3 this week. Topic 4 is tomorrow. Come around. Please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Last topic of the week is tomorrow. We'll see you then.